In this section, we will learn about configuration of label printer. We have tested Zebra ZD220 label printer with this application, but you can use any printer because it will just need to configure PRN file or print file. PRN file is actually the design of label which you want to print. We will be using this one, and this PRN file is also available at installation folder. You can use this one, or if you need different one, then you can ask printer vendor or your IT team to design label as per your requirements. There are different softwares to design PRN files. Before starting configuration, number 1, you should have PRN file, and number 2, the printer must be installed on this PC. Because we will be marking a printer on which it has to print the labels. Let's start its configuration. Go to Settings. Click Print tab. Check the checkbox to enable print option. It will show up Print button. Save and see if Print button is displayed or not. Yes, it is displayed now. Go to Settings again. Click Print tab. In the printers list, select your printer. Browse the PRN file. In next text box, you have to write how many labels you have to print when you click Print button. I will choose one now. Save and close. Read card. Let's click Print button. I am showing Printer Emulator to show how labels are printing. Please neglect the label margins are not perfect in this emulator. In real printer it will be perfect. Notice one thing. It printed the label, but the data is not picked from our application. For that, we have to make fields mapping. Go to Settings. Click Print Mapping. It means which field of application should replace which string in PRN file. At left side, you can see all strings in PRN file. We will be replacing these with our data fields here at right side. Below there are buttons to add or remove rows in this grid view. You can also add a row by double-clicking a text item in left side list. It will autofill text in second column of grid view. You just need to select corresponding app data field. This drop-down contains all Emirates ID fields and our custom fields chosen for export. In Fields to Export tab. Select name_English in drop-down. It means before printing replace txt_name with whatever text is there in name_English field and then print it. Now let's add mapping for txt_EID text. Double-click it and choose Emirates ID in App field drop-down. Double-click Mobile. And select Mobile in drop-down. Double-click Nationality. And select Nationality_English in drop-down. For DOB, instead of mapping txt_DOB, I will replace the D.O.B, the one which is used for heading to show you example. It should put DOB here. Click Save to save mappings. Ops. It says please fill all cells, or if not needed then remove incomplete rows. Select last row and click Remove Row button. Now save it. Yeah, this time it is saved. Close Settings form. Let's print again. See, name is printed correctly. Emirates ID is also correct. Mobile is correct. Nationality is correct. Date of birth is displayed at heading, not at TXT portion. We intentionally made this mistake to show we can replace and overwrite our data anywhere in the PRN file. Let's correct it. Go to Settings. Print Mappings tab. Select the last row containing DOB mapping. Click Remove Row button. Now double-click txt_DOB. Choose DOB data field. Save it. Again, empty row error. Remove empty row and save. It's saved now. Let's close the settings form. Print again. This time all the data is printed correctly. If you want to print more than one labels on clicking Print button once, then go to Settings. Click Print tab. Type here as many labels you want to print. I will try 3. Save and close. Print now. See, it printed 3 copies of same label. Here, if you want to export data to file or database, then you have to click Export button too. But let's say you have long queue to process in less time, then you can also automate both print and export with single button, means click one button it will print as well as export the data. For making that setting, go to Settings. Click General Settings. In the first setting, Export On, there is option called Print, select that one instead of Export button. Save settings and close. Let me clear Print Emulator. See, now instead of Export and Print there is one button called Print Export. Let's click it. See, labels are printed and also data is exported.